Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Listen carefully. For all those people that have got mortgages that want to continue with their mortgage payments, help yourself. For those people that are having challenges and difficulties with their mortgage payments, because a mortgage is a death pledge and it's an instrument of slavery bond, it's already unlawful. Because of that, and you're having enormous amount of difficulty, you can use my face. This is the Chief Federal Postal Court Judge. You can tell them that you can use my face. You can tell your mortgage company that buys you time. You can tell them that this man with this face, who's a Chief Federal Postal Court Judge and a plenipotentiary judge to educate the entire world as I am doing so far, as well as the ones that I've done historically, have said to you, for only those ones that are having difficulties and that are in hardship, if it helps you, you can tell them, this man said, your mortgages and debts are null and void. And his name is on the internet as the Chief Federal Postal Court Judge, as the plenipotentiary judge. If that helps you, take it up. If it doesn't help you, just leave the channel and go elsewhere. I'm doing this to give you folks enough time, that extra year, that 2 years or 3 years, to educate yourself as what's been happening in your life. So you can share this video and download it and spread it all over the world. That this man with this face, with this position as a Chief Federal Postal Court Judge, plenipotentiary judge, said, because there is hardship and because a mortgage is a debt pledge, it no longer has any value in your life because it's a debt pledge. Dead people have no value. He said that you can take it up with him. That is, the mortgage company can take it up with me, with this face. That hopefully buys you time, while you get yourself educated to do what you need to do to get ahead of these debt pledges and these instruments of debt called sin. For those people that want us, the Federal Postal Court, to deal with these things like your mortgages and your instruments of debt or sin, so you're no longer in an instrument of debt or in sin, you can come to us, because it's all under the fraudulent conveyancer language to mislead you to remove your sweat equity. There is no other man or woman on this planet that has given you this gift as part of the Corona period. Now remember, that should buy you enough time for you to do what you need to do to educate yourself so you can handle these things yourself. If you want us to deal with it, you have to pay us. You have to pay your own way. We can deal with that. And this man said these instruments of fraud can no longer exist in the Corona period. Period. Remember that you have to be responsible and know what you are doing. There's about 35% of people with mortgages just in the US. I think the percentage may even be higher, that are going through hardship and they don't even know a mortgage is a death pledge. How can a living man or woman have a death pledge in their life? The answer is they cannot. How can, if they have faith, be in a situation of debt, which is called sin? You folks understand this, what I am doing for you. Be responsible. Be responsible. For those people that think that I am saying more than what I am saying, leave this channel and just leave me alone. Because you live in the world of fiction. Okay? For those people that want to have an additional advantage, okay, you can start registering your properties, as it were. That includes your live life claims. That includes things that you own. That includes your houses, your farms, and etc. on the back of this website that will take you to another website run by Federal Postal Court Judge Hugh in Australia. But it is global. And this website will show you, even if you've paid off the so-called debt pledge, it follows you around for the rest of your life. And on the documents, it will say you are not the owner and that you are essentially a tenant that also has another tenant living with you you don't know anything about. All that evidence is there. How to fill in the forms if you want to register those things, including your yachts or boats, whatever it is, airplanes, yourself, your live life claim, your DNA, your copyrights. You can do all of that. Okay, and it will teach you how to do that as well. Why? Because the Federal Postal Court is taking over the land registries of the world. And in addition to that, I'm also taking over the Crown copyright. You guys understand what I'm saying. You ladies understand what I'm saying. It is the best gift from my heart, from my mind, from my body that I can give you. If you think you can handle what I have given you, go ahead. That is, if you can handle it yourself, go ahead. You can use my face. Okay? If you cannot and you feel that you need help from the Federal Postal Court, then you can email me. You understand what I'm saying? This is going global. Those countries which are part of the Shanghai Corporation, as well as so many of these countries, are actually coming out of mortgages. Like, for example, Russia. I think it's only about 2-3% of them are still locked into so-called mortgages. As to opposed to Europe, that has 33% of the population. 33% of the population, I think it is. I'm sorry to got a little bit confused there. It's 33%, I think, is of the population, working population, that have death pledges. You just think about how many times more greater that is. The US, it's even greater. The whole thing floats on dead instruments. In Canada, they're being mortgaged to death. Their death pledges are quite literally functioning instruments to make you die. On paper, psychologically, in faith, in medicine, in health, sexually, in family life, actually dead. You have that full evidence by the very things that you folks are doing out there. So I thought I would meet that challenge head on and give that gift to you openly. Thank you very much for listening to me. Until next time, I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye.